Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your man with the plan, Jay Grinds, out here with another YouTube video. In this video today, we are going to be going over how to set up just the regular dark matter enabled filter, which sees every dark matter card in the game. We did do a video a couple weeks ago on how to set up an enabled filter, which more was in reference to the hero enabled filter. This is going to go into more detail, be a little bit of advanced. So stick tuned to the end for that, so that's when we go over how to exactly make this filter work for sure. But before we get into that, if you guys are new, if you could please like and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it, as we are on the road to 200 subscribers. Let's go ahead and get right into the video, man. We did see that we have Kareem Abdul-Power within that we did not own, so we wanted to go ahead and buy that for as cheap as possible and send it to our collections. This is what you start off with, man. Because there's so many dark matters, you need to just start with a division. So set your color to dark matter, division, Atlantic, start with the first one, and just keep bringing your buy it now price up. But again, because there's so many dark matters, you gotta bring your minimum bid up as well, which I will show you guys in the video, just to make sure that you are getting every card. Now, I did have most of these dark matters as well from when I was collecting the 4,000 cards. I went ahead and just kept most of them, so that's why I don't have so many popping up. When you guys do this, there will be tons and tons of dark matters that you guys need to buy. I have 11 pages of dark matters in my collection right now. But so I did see that there's this bracket busters cream that I needed as well. So I went ahead and found the cheapest one of that. So now we are on the central division. So we're going to go ahead and send Kareem to our collection, which is what you do. You find the cards, you buy it, you add it to collection, and then you go search and try and raise your minimum buyout more to find the next cards. Now we had to go back in time for this clip apparently, or forward. I'm not sure what happened here, but we are back in central division, and now we're getting this shack to pop up. I don't know if this was a prior clip or what, or I don't know what was going on here, to be honest with you. But so we need to find this cheapest shack. It could have just been bugged and not popping up when I found that Kareem. So let's go ahead and try and buy this one for 9,000 or 9,800. There we go. And now we keep raising this up, but of course I'm going to forget to send them to my collection, which you guys probably will do 3 or 4 or 5 times. So you buy the card, go back, send them to your collection, and then you keep scrolling up. Like I said, I already bought most of these cards, man. As you guys scroll up, you are going to be getting more and more and more of these to pop up. So I just found this. Finally, I found Paul George, but if you see it that is almost done or been up for a while, it's probably not the cheapest one. These filters do bug out, which is why this enabled filter is pretty hard to set up, to actually use. You gotta work with it quite a bit. So we found a Paul George for 80,000 here that we did buy. So if you see it get a card to pop up, might be wise to just, oh, I'm sorry, not 80,000, 63,000. But if it might be wise to search for it by name, which is what I do a lot of the time in this video. I did actually buy a card. I overspent by like 20k on one of the cards that I needed, which sucks, but it is what it is. Not the end of the world. So now we're on central, and now Jimmy Butler's popping up. Like I said, these filters are super weird. So we went ahead and bought the cheapest one, which we could have bought because that is what popped up, I believe, if I remember correctly, but it is what it is. Better to be safe than sorry. Send it to collection and then try it again. Just keep filling color, dark matter, division, whatever division you're working on at the moment. So I was checking here just for any buyout, nothing's popping up. So what you want to do is raise your minimum bid all the way up, just to make sure that it's not bugged out and too many cards on the filter for it to show. So it does look we have all the central cards. Now we're going to move on to the Southeast Division. Same exact process. You just want to set color, dark matter, division, Southeast, and then bring your minimum buyout up and up and up. Alright, we need this NBA 75th Shack. So we're going to search for the cheapest one. Found one here. He's going for about 25,000. Went ahead and bought one. Eventually we'll get there. There we go. So now we have Shaq. We're gonna need to send him to our collection once we remember here. I am adding audio to this after the fact because it was a lot of editing I had to do. Since I recorded this over a few days or not a few days, a couple days, but. So let's go ahead and add him to our collection so now he won't show up when we go to search. And we are gonna go back. If I can click in the right areas, go back Southeast Division and raise this up, raise the minimum bid with it, and just make sure that nothing is going to pop up. And the reason you're raising the minimum bid is so it doesn't have to filter out any cards that are below that bid on the enabled part of it. So now I see I need LaMelo and T-Mac. So I'm gonna buy LaMelo, gonna buy a T-Mac, gonna go send both of these to my collection. I don't know what I'm doing here. I was checking to double check the price of LaMelo, make sure I did get the cheapest one. I think that might have been the one I overspent on, which sucks. Might have been, could have been. I don't quite remember, but I do know I overspent by like 20,000 on one of them. So now we're gonna check, and of course we're finding more. We got LeBron on here, so let's go ahead and grab one of these. And we also have the signature sign LaMelo that we need to grab as well. So we just grabbed the cheapest one. That's why this is such a confusing topic. I guess it's hard to do because the filters are just so broken in 2K22. But this is how you need to do it. It's a lot of work. It takes, especially, I mean, it took me a couple hours and I already had 90% of the cards. So it's gonna take a while. Is it worth it? I'm not exactly sure at this point of the year. If you have a lot of MT, maybe, but I don't know if this filter is worth it. It costs tons and tons of MT, like over 4 million MT to enable all the dark matters. Like I said earlier in the video, I have 11 full pages of dark matters and then like a half page of dark matters in my collection. But I do have I've grinded quite a, you know what I mean? I have a lot of grinded and free dark matters as well. So we did need to buy that Damian Lillard. Added him to collection, and then we are going to check Pacific and just keep scrolling up. Let's see if we get anything else to pop up here, or if we have everything. So we did find we need this flash glitch Shaquille O'Neal and this 75th Kobe. So now we are going to just try just the dark matter, no division, just to see if we have any cards that we are missing. Is it gonna load or is it gonna be broken? Okay, so we forgot to buy this 75th Kobe. We did buy the Shaq and Jabari Smith we also needed. So I did go ahead and pick up 75th Kobe, add to collection, and Jabari Smith. Man, the game's running so slow this weekend. Alright, now this is where it comes into the confusing and hard and the more technical part of this video is how to actually get this filter to work once you own all the cards. So as you see here, there should still be cards popping up. Well, you guys didn't see, but there was a Kawhi, there was a Wilt. Further down on that scroll, I cut that footage out. So cards should be popping up on that filter that I was just searching for. So what you need to do is send one or some cards back to your auctions so that you have a scroll and you actually know that the filter is working. So the best way to do this is find a recent card that is cheap-ish, that has a ton of them on the market. So like these Shaq cards that just came out, there's so many cards on them, which is why the filters are so broken right now. It's because it has to filter through all of those. So you want to find a Shaq or some super card that has a lot of them on the market right now that'll go for cheap, so that when you raise your minimum bid, it doesn't have to filter through all the, you know, say the card's selling for 20,000, that's what its actual value is. It'll only have to filter, it won't have to filter through those, it'll have to filter through all the ones who just throw them up for 100,000 or whatever, 90,000, whatever you set your minimum bid to. So what you can do is look for just a card by name, like this Shaq card. There's going to be a ton of them because this is brand new, so it's best to do this with a card that was just released. So Shack looks like it would work. There's about a 5 scroll, but a bunch of them are about to end. So what you want to do is send this card to your auctions, so that it'll pop up when you enable, and then set up. Let's see if we need this Tari Eason anymore. That'll shorten our scrolls. So Dark Matter, minimum bid up to 100,000 and 500, and this is not a working filter. It is broken, which will happen. So you need to bring your minimum bid down a little bit and try. It's very confusing and hard. So now here is a working filter. Luckily, a bunch of these Shack cards are going to expire because this is a pretty long scroll. There's about 6 cards, so good thing. But this is a working filter. That is the end of the video, man. I'm sure you guys are gonna have some questions. Feel free to leave them in the comments. This is very hard to explain. Y'all have a blessed day, man. J Grinds out.